If you thought we were done with a pre-release and with a bundle, you are gravely mistaken. Because not only did I get those, but I also got Abzan armor. I had to pick out of the 5. Obviously, I wanted to get more than just one. I wanted to get the Mardu and the Temur one too. But with funds how they are right now, I had to pick just one. So I went with the OG. I went with Abzan. Abzan's one of my favorite ones of all time. Let your shield be your sword. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. I cannot explain. Show the true spirit of the Abzan. Ha 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 ha. Show your true spirit. Alright, what do we got here? What else do we got in here? What do we got in here today? What do we got in here? Let's see. Let me throw all this away. By the way, I mean just behind me. Okay, so that's something we gotta read. We got a nice little box. Hold up a second. We gotta make the box. Right, we gotta put the box together. Hold up a second. Right there. Okay, yep, there's that. Then we gotta fold these down. Yep, okay, yep. Now put that over the top like that. And bang! We got Baitor. We got that. We got Felithar. Boom. Abzan deck. Alright, there's my Abzan deck box. Here's the actual Abzan deck itself with Felithar. Alright. And we have the Collective Booster Sampler right there too. Okay, so Abzan. Playing the deck. Build up your walls and knock your opponents down. With a durable defense, Felithar, the Steadfast, turns innocuous defenders and high toughness creatures into terrifying attackers. Combine her sacrifice ability with Rampart architecture to stack up your wall defenses while filling up your land row. Reanimate your graveyard with the reunion of the house, perfectly combining with your low power creatures to display the true spirit of the Abzan. If you enlist Baitor, Ancestor's Voice, as your commander, utilize life gain and life loss to buff your creatures and return them from the graveyard. Protect and Order. Oh, look, there's the Felithar. Felithar. So Felithar. I keep saying I want to say Belethor, which I think is another character. I think it's a dwarf. Felithar, the Steadfast. As a loyal officer of the Dragon Lord Dromica, Felithar never questioned her orders. But after becoming separated from her unit during a battle, Felithar encountered the wandering spirit of Anafenza. Anafenza's knowledge of forbidden ancestral magic intrigued Felithar, kindling a fire of rebellion that led her to completely deject Dromica's doctrine. Branded as a traitor, Felithar fled with other defectors until eventually forming the core of the rebellion against the Dragon Lords. She valiantly defeated Dromica and subdued several ancestral maelstroms, solidifying her official promotion to Khan by the newly formed Abzan. And then Baitor Ancestor's Voice. When Baitor was summoned from the Storm Nexus ritual, the lost and drifting spirits of the Abzan coincide into their being. They are a manifestation of loyalty, endurance, and the desire for independence. Baitor speaks as a collective we and operates as a combined consciousness of Abzan's past and present, leading many of the Abzan to seek out Baitor for guidance. Their primary role in the clan is serving as a link between the dead and the living, a medium for ancestral voices and their descendants. The Abzan would consider Baitor to be a part of each of their families. Very excited about this. Abzan was one of my favorite ones in the original Tarkir, so looking forward to seeing what we get in the pre-con. However, though, before we get into the pre-con, we do have to open up the Collector Booster Sample Pack. Very intrigued to see what we get here. Hopefully, something real good. Something real good. Real good, like I'm talking like out of 500. Bang. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if this is... Let's go like this. I think the back one is going to be just... Yeah, Boulder-born Dragon. Okay. That's the back card. Then we got this one. And then we got a Baron Step Siege. This is the one siege I wanted. Literally, this is the one. Baron Step Siege. 2 colors, and then Orzhov. Either choose Abzan or Mardu. Abzan at the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Mardu at the beginning of your end step. If a creature died under your control this turn, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. This is awesome because that's exactly the one siege that I want out of this entire set. And in that art style too. So very excited about that. Can't be more happy about that. Now let's get into this and see what we got here for the Heart of the Abzan in this deck. Bang. Let's go like right about there. Let's do 3. Let's do a 3 cut. Let's do a 3 cut. Let's go here. Let's go here. And let's go here. Okay, so there's Felithar, the Steadfast. 1 colorless Abzan for a 0/5. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have defender. Sacrifice another. Tap 3 and tap Felithar. Sacrifice another creature. Draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. Then discard cards equal to its power. Okay, pretty solid card. Pretty solid card. Bam, Baitor, Ancestor's Voice. Let's just take a moment and look at him. Look at him. Oh, look at him. 2 colorless Abzan for a 3/5 flying lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, put a number of 1/1 counters on up to 1 other target creature you control equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. Return up to 1 target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you lost this turn from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Protector of the Wastes has monstrosity 3. If it isn't monstrous, put 3 counters on it and it becomes monstrous. So yeah, it becomes an 8/8. When it enters, it becomes monstrous. Exile up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments controlled by different players. Reunion of the House. 5 colorless, 2 white. Return any number of target creature cards with a total power of 10 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's a pretty dope card. I actually really like that card. I really like that. Jaws of Defeat. Whenever a creature you control enters, target opponent loses life equal to that difference between the creature's power and its toughness. Also a card I really like. Tip the Scales. Sacrifice a creature. When you do, all creatures get -X/-X, where X is the sacrificed creature's toughness. Will of the Abzan. You get to choose one, or both if you have a commander out. Any number of target opponents each sacrifice a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls and loses 3 life. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Arbor Abhorrent. Canopy Gargantuan. Whoop. Rampart Architecture. Whenever this creature attacks, create a white wall. Oh. Alright. Tree of Redemption. It's a 0/13. What? Exchange your life total with this creature's toughness. Excuse me? Whoa. Urka Shidiki the Usurper. As partner as well. You can have 2 commanders if both have partner. Whoa, it's a snake lizard. It's a 3/7. I wonder. Balden. Century Herdmaster. Another 07. Expel the Interlopers. Indominant Ancestors. Okay, yep, that's not an Abzan card. 2/10 though. Rock's Faithmender. Yep, okay, so I'm seeing now. Okay, now we're kind of out of Shala, the Voice of Plenty. Wakestone Gargoyle. Okay, yeah, so now we're into the aspect of this. Wall of Reverence. Welcoming Vampire. Yeah, 100. Okay, wait a minute. Time out. So this is the same thing with the Bloomburrow pre-con deck. If you guys remember my upsetment? How upset I was with the pre-con that I got from Bloomburrow. Because I bought the squirrel one, assuming that we were going to have a deck full of squirrel tokens and squirrels, and we're going to do all the squirrely things. Well, to similar extent, I thought the same thing here. We were going to get a Abzan deck built around Abzan. And now we have a Elder Dragon. Or Elder Dinosaur. Zitelpa, the Primal Dawn. However, though, it is a 4/8. So what this deck actually is a lifelink, toughness deck with some main Abzan cards in it. Arasta, the Endless Web. Assault Formation. So the Assault Formation I really dig because this is the same thing as our commander, but it's just an enchantment now. And I can also give creatures +0/+1, and target creature with a defender can attack. Hornet Nest. Seedborn Muse. Sylvan Caryatid. Towering Titan. Anguished Unmaking. Brother. Okay, so I have a promo version of this from like 2015 or 2010, whenever the hell I got it. 2012. So Felithar rebelled against Dragonlord Dromica, against the great Dragonlord goddess. And now you're giving me her in the deck. Okay. It can't be countered. Flying lifelink. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. So 5/7. Dragonlord Dromica is this is one of my favorite things. I love Dromica to death. So excited about that though, that I have a newer version of it. Feyburrow Elder. Shadrick's Silverquill. Okay, wait a minute. Time out. You're telling me that two of my favorite dragons from the past, I don't know, 10 years are in one precon deck? Because Shadrick's is another one. Wow. Okay, Shadrick's Silverquill. Cider Kondo of Jamura? Oh, and his partner, and his flanking. Interesting. Colfer's Urn. Staff of Completion. Weathered Sentinels. Alright, now let's see. Canopy Whisper. Okay, so we got... So, Canopy Vista, Exotic Orchard, Fortified Village, Isolated Chapel, Overgrown Farmland, Sungrass Prairie, Sun Petal Grove, Temple of Malady, Temple of Plenty, Temple of Silence, Twilight Mire, Woodland Cemetery, Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, Command Tower, Nyx Fleece Ram, Slaughter the Strong, Swords to Plowshares, Wall of Omens, Wingmantle Chaplain, Beyond the Scenes, Plight Bile, Feed the Swarm, Infernal Grasp, Wall of Limbs, Arboreal Grazer, I almost said Glazer, Axebane Guardian, Carven Caryatid, Evolving Wilds, Jadit Offshoot, Overgrown Battlement, Sandstep Citadel, Tower Defense, Wall of Blossoms, Wall of Roots, D-Spark, an Indulging Patrician, Crashing Drawbridge, Orzhov Signet, Selesnya Signet, Swiftfoot Boots, Walking Bulwark, Access Tunnel, Baljuka Bog, Deceptive Landscape, Path of Ancestry, Radiant Grove, and then our lands, and then all of our tokens. Alright, interesting. Okay. So, yet again, this time I'm not as upset. I'll word it like that. This time I'm not as upset. Am I upset? Little bit. However, though, I can't be too upset. This is still a really cool looking. Okay, don't change that then when I tell you to. Computer, that works. I'm trying to make it so that people can see the cards. There we go. Can you see the cards now? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can see them now. All right. Where the hell did the other thing go? I swear I just lost like 3 things. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hup. Back. Okay. So am I upset with this? Not really. Is it exactly what I was hoping it would be? No, not at all. Not even close. As normal with this, and I know I just got my voice away from the mic. As normal with these things, now, and if I say normal, if I look at this, play defenders, turn toughness into power. And that's exactly what this deck wants to do. And so I can't really be too mad about it. I was mad with the squirrel deck because, like, I'll word it like this. When you make a whole deck, or when you make a whole set based around... When you make a whole set based around creature types with no humans in it, and then you make precon decks, and all of your precon decks have cards that are humans, and not squirrels, and not what you think it was, then yeah. Now with this, am I upset? Not really. It is different. It's not what I thought, fully. Is this going to be the deck that I will be using later down the line that I bought a deck box for and sleeves for? 100% it will not be. This deck is getting completely changed. I want it to be Abzan. I want it to be fully Abzan. I want it to be Abzan from the top down, bottom up. Let's get it. So I'm going all the way back to Tarkir, that entire block, and this set. We're doing nothing but Abzan cards, nothing but cards that involve Abzan. I'm making a true Abzan deck. That's what I wanted to make. That's what I've always wanted to make. And that's what I started to make before the announcement of this set. This is basically just to help me add some cards to it, see what else comes with this, and now I have the land source that I need. Plus, I can have Felithor or Baator as a commander for it, and leave that alone for right now, before I figure out exactly what I want to do. However, though, this is the question now. For people out there that have either bought the Abzan Armor deck or the other decks, I don't know what the other decks' names are, sorry. But if you guys bought those decks, I would love to know. Did you have a similar experience or feeling when you opened it? Did you open it thinking, hey, I'm going to get a true experience to the Abzan? Like, they could have added any number of cards from Tarkir into this deck from Abzan that were original Tarkir, from Khans, from Fate Reforged, from Dragons, that would have been just as good as some of the cards that probably are in here. Did you guys have the same feeling, experience in the other decks that you opened? How are you guys feeling it? What did you like about this deck? If you are playing this deck, what did you change about this deck? Let me know down in the comments down below. I'd love to know just this. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Abzan from the very beginning. We're going to have to change some things. Right? We're going to have to change some things, which I'm fine with. So, but let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think, what you guys improvement-wise have done, right? Let me know down in the comments down below. And as always, depending on where you are, morning, afternoon, even night, stay out of trouble, stay safe, and we'll talk to y'all later. Okay. Bye. Yeah, this is a good starting point. And now it is time to truly build Abzan the way that I think it should be. I'm excited.